first off, we've got BravoCon is this week. It's something that I think a lot of the fan base is pretty excited about. Tickets were like they sold out so quickly. It's in Vegas. Sandy, you're obviously not at BravoCon. You're here with us. What's your take on BravoCon?
The door opens behind her and it's just all Vegas, like she's in the middle of a casino.
Just the orb staring through a window.
Yeah. Sandy. Sorry.
My take on BravoCon. I was really into going when it was in New York. I don't want to go to Vegas. Don't know what their plans are for the future. I'm out of the loop this year, but I would 100% go. Me and Craig's family had a very tentative plan to have me, Craig, and his wife, who's also a big fan, go to BravoCon while my husband watched all 4 of our kids on leashes in New York. That didn't happen yet, but I have hope. So,
yeah. New York is a really safe city for 4 kids and one person watching them.
Leashes.
Yeah. Or duct tape 1 kid to each limb.
That's a good idea. The littler ones
as long
on
as
the
you've got
arms.
like a below deck kind of like hierarchy where one's in charge of the other, and they they adhere to the chain of command. You're good.
Yes, you're good. That would be so fun to do in New York City. That I feel like that adds a lot of class to the whole Bravo world.
Exactly.
Vegas makes sense too because it is where you do big cons.
Right.
That's where famously Ocean's 11 was shot. That was one of the biggest cons.
Oh my God.
He's been keeping that under his Blue Jays hat.
Feel free to kick me out anytime.
Dylan, how about you?
Move the gun towards me.
I'm pretty out of the loop about those kind of things. So I don't know. I think it's cool that it's in Vegas and they get to ponder the giant orb. But otherwise, I'm waiting for you, Craig, to tell me all about it.
Okay, well, we'll get into that. Have any of you guys ever been to like a fan convention like this?
I've been to a Comic-Con situation in Winnipeg.
Oh yeah.
I think I had a friend that maybe JD had a booth there or something like that. I think we got some free tickets somehow finagled, maybe through a radio station. And that's fun. It's just cool to see. And I think I did an improv show once at a Comic-Con in like some character. That's fun to see people so enthusiastic about something they really care about, all getting together and hanging out. And then, it's obviously some weirdos, but you get them everywhere. So, I'm curious how they would do a BravoCon.
Let's get into it. So we're going to put together a little bit. We're going to put together a Bravo Outsider Guide to BravoCon. I'm going to go through the schedule, just talk about each of the events that they have planned, and we're going to give them a rating out of 10 like we usually do. So it's a 3-day event starting off on Friday. It's going to open with an event called Ask Andy, which is described as get your piping hot tea from the man himself. Host, executive producer, and housewife whisperer Andy Cohen we will pepper your favorite Bravo daddy with a bevy of fun, hard-hitting, playfully shady questions before opening the floor and letting fans take the wheel. It's moderated by Jeff Lewis. Let's Tim, what do you think about that as an outsider? How stoked would you be to talk to the Bravo daddy?
I would be so stoked, like from one daddy to another. I don't have kids, but I've been described on Grindr as a daddy. That sounds extremely exciting. Kick it off with a big tea spilling ceremony, with he's the guy on the inside, isn't he? He's like the one he's the top dog. He's the daddy, the Bravo daddy.
Yeah, that's why they call him that.
I wonder how close you can get to him. I wonder what he smells like. Probably smells great.
So they've actually got this on both Friday and Saturday.
Get out.
So we'll do a single rating for this because it looks like it's the exact same thing.
And do we know Jeff Lewis?
Yes, we do. So he had a home reno show on Bravo, I believe. And so yeah, he's actually the moderator on the Friday version of this event, and then on Saturday it is moderated by Rachel Lindsay, who I'm not sure if you're familiar, but she was the Bachelorette a couple seasons ago.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's cool. Couple good gets. What do you think? What do you think about these gets?
Yeah, give us a rating out of 10.
My rating?
Yeah.
Out of 10? Easy.
Yep.
6.9.
6.9. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, pitchfork.
Sandy.
I mean, I don't know what any of the other ones are, so I'm gonna have to recalibrate my scale, but I think that's like a 3 or a 4. He's not gonna give us anything. He's gonna be too put to it's just gonna be, and I don't know who those hosts are, and they don't sound interesting. So 3.
Yeah. Okay, so 3 for both. Tim, do you have a separate rating for the Friday or the Saturday one?
6. Yeah, I feel like the Friday show is never as fun as you think it's going to be because people are getting off work, they're only had a couple drinks. The Saturday show, that's going to be fun. That's going to be when it's going to get a little bit wilder. You might go a little bit off script on the Saturday one. Friday, he'll be figuring out what he's going to say.
Okay, what's your number? These numbers are very important, by the way.
Yeah, it's 6.69.
6.69 for Friday, and then 6.9.
6.9 for Saturday. Yeah, 6.96.
Okay.
Okay, Dylan, how about you?
Both zeros. Who gives a fuck? Like really, we want to hear from Andy. Okay, you hear from Andy. You hear from Andy all the time, and like you said, Sandy, he's very practiced and polished at this. It's not like he's gonna be he's gonna slip up and reveal some secret details. Obviously, fucking not. Like, who cares?
Yeah, this is pretty low for me. I will give the opening, since it's the opening event on Friday, I would give that a 2. But I'm going to give the Saturday event a 0 as well. You know what? I'm going to give it a 1.
Wow.
Oh, no, I'm going to downgrade to 0 because you have to probably wake up early for it. So, scratch that. Okay.
But what if there's a world where he was up all night partying, hangover style? He gets there, he's missing a tooth, he's got a face tattoo. Then that's got to bump it up to a 3 or 4, right? Totally unhinged Andy.
In that hypothetical, yeah. We'll invite you back to review this if that happens when it gets posted.
I will be all over.
The next event is called Bravo to Bravo Bosom Buddies. The closest duo from across Bravo are coming together to share what it's like living out their friendships in front of the cameras, highs, lows, that sort of thing. So on this panel is Shep Rose and Craig Conover from Southern Charm, Dr. Jackie Walters and Simone Whitmore. I'm assuming that's Married to Medicine, which I don't follow. Dorit and Kyle from Beverly Hills, and then Paige DeSorbo and Sierra Miller from Summer House. Sandy, let's start with you on this. What are your thoughts?
I guess it has to be more than 3 because I guess it's a little better than the first one, but I feel like I overvoted it. Is it going to be worse than 0 for both of you guys? Oh man, I like, without knowing if there's any actual good ones coming up, I'm struggling. But does this sound interesting? It's okay. Like, I think I prefer that than just listening to Andy. So 4, I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? That seems fair. Like, this is out of 10, right? Not out of 5. So
yeah,
that seems fair. Dylan, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, there's still a little more potential there for sure. A couple shows I don't follow, Dorit and Kyle's. Yeah, that'd be fun. Cool. But let's give it a 3. Could be fun, but probably nothing too surprising.
Oh, okay. And I'm going to give this one a 2. I have, I'm going to struggle to rate anything that has like Paige DeSorbo on it any higher than a 2 because I just I really don't like her unless Hannah Bernier is on it because I think she like bumps up the likability of Paige by a long shot. So
I don't think I knew that you disliked Paige so much. That's interesting.
Yeah, I do.
love that. I love
and
that.
actually, Craig Conover as well. I really dislike. So, I think that their relationship is fake. Just that's my Bravo hot take. I think it's just for the cameras.
Whoa.
Like totally fake, like fully fake.
Huh.
Like not even
fake.
like
they're not in
they
the same room together. It's green screen.
Wow. A lot of people have been saying that about my relationship with Carmen Electra, actually. They've been saying,
so you know how much it hurts.
It's just photoshopped. Yeah.
I'd
just be wary about
accusations that it's just Photoshop and a cardboard cutout that you bought at Spencer's Gifts.
Exactly.
It must be so hurtful to hear that.
Just because she's holding the same bottle of Pepsi in every picture I take with her doesn't mean it's a cardboard cutout. God. I'm going to give it a 4.2.
4.2. Okay. Ahead. Does it change anything if I tell you that this is moderated by Darren Karp?
Oh shit, Darren Karp. When did he get out of the water?
She.
Yeah, that's. Oh, I think my internet dropped out there. I meant to say something different. No, but is Hannah Bernier? Did you say Hannah? What? Hannah? What? Sorry.
Bernier.
Yeah, is she a stand-up comedian as well?
Yeah,
I know her. She's very funny.
Yeah.
So 4.2.
All right. Well, she's not on. She's not on that one, by the way.
Right, but she is a comedian.
Yeah, but she's not on this panel.
Right.
So, yeah. So
but she's getting points for the panel because she's a comedian. Okay.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Yeah. 4.2. It is.
Okay.
Next up, Friday from 11:30 to 12:15, Magic Men of Jersey. The cast of Magic Mike Live will give some of the Real Housewives of New Jersey's significant others a run for their money. The Jersey men will take center stage when they learn some Magic Mike choreography, find out what it takes to be a Vegas performer. Some lucky fans will even have the opportunity to participate in the action with Joe Bonino, Frank Catania Sr., and Joe Gorga, moderated by Jerry O'Connell.
What?
Oh, what?
Right.
Dylan, what's your rating?
Is this going to be backwards? This is a full 10. Full 10. Yeah. I'm going full Russian judge. This is a 10.
Sandy.
I'm going to give this an 8 only because I don't want to see it, but I know that it's going to be a good show. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I'm like going
Yeah.
for the middle there. But that sounds like some entertainment value, and the fans are going to be pleased, and so that deserves a high rating.
Mm-hmm.
But I won't be there.
Tim?
10. I'm a little familiar with those Jersey boys. That sounds like a really fun time.
Yeah, this is also a 10 for me. I think it's this is the type of thing that I would love for all these events to be. Like, I don't care about a like panel where Shep and Craig or like Paige and Sierra talk about their friendships. I want to see them like have some fun with like the format, and that seems like it's going to be all energy. It's got like people that I feel like would be engaging in kind of an awkward way that I would like to see. And yeah, you've got your like Bravo's like go-to straight Bravo fan, Jerry O'Connell, moderating. So love it.
Jerry O'Connell, what the hell? From Sliders?
Yeah, from Sliders. And him and his wife are now on 2 different Star Trek series as well.
What?
So, yeah.
Wow. That'd be cool if they did a crossover where like he slided into the Star Trek universe and met his other character.
Yeah, you know, I am in both Jerry and Andy's DMs every day asking for that, but it just
Please.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep it up.
Next is Housewife to Housewife, Comeback Queens. Everyone loves a comeback. Bravo Labs from coast to coast come together, dish about their shared experience of leaving the show, their time away, and their triumphant returns. It's a panel featuring Tamra, Heather Dubrow, Taylor Armstrong, Cherie Whitfield, Carolyn Stanbury, and Alexia from Miami. Let's go. I'm going to rate this first. I think that this is like medium interesting. It's more interesting than Andy. I'm going to give this one a 4. Dylan, what do you think?
That's a pretty good lineup of personalities. It does feel a little bit like PR-ish to be like, here's people who left the show and came back are unhappy about it, but the personalities involved are pretty good ones, so I would be happy to see that. Actually, I would give that let's go with a 7.
7. All right. Sandy?
Yeah, I'll give it a 6. Sounds okay.
And Tim?
I'm gonna give it a 0. Big PR stunt. I don't like it. Stinks.
Karamo is moderating that one. The next is that's Emily Oroxo and Lauren Herbert. I'm not familiar with them. Next is Serving Up the Latest with Vanderpump Rules, presented by Lay's. After a scandal that jolted the zeitgeist, the cast is coming together to give fans a glimpse into where things currently stand and tease what viewers can look forward to in the upcoming season. We've got a lot of the cast for the upcoming season of Vanderpump Rules. It's got Lisa Vanderpump, Lala Kent, Sheena Shea, Brock Davies, James Kennedy, Ali Luber, Ariana, Tom Schwartz, Tom Sandoval, and Katie Maloney. Sandy, to you.
I love Vanderpump Rules, so I'm going to give that a 9 and hope for the best.
All right. Tim?
Yeah, I'm going to give that a 7 and hope for the best.
Dylan?
Well, it definitely sounds crispy and flavorful, and I think it might have a good crunch to it. So I think I also love Vanderpump, so would be excited to see anything. I'm a little bit hesitant about the upcoming season and like the direction that they're going to move into. So I'm like a little on the fence about where Vanderpump is headed. So that's going to prevent me from openly embracing what would otherwise be like the thing that I'd want to see most, which is the Vanderpump cast. So I'll give it like a 6 because of my hesitation.
Okay, I was in between you and Sandy with this, and I've got an 8 on this. I think like this, it would be something that I would be interested in seeing solely to help me like decide where I'm going to stand on this upcoming Vanderpump Rules season, because as it is, like you, Dylan, I am not like so stoked about what is to come, but you know, you never know. This would really help give me the information I need to make a decision on that. Okay, so moving on, we've got The Way We OC It, which is maybe the worst title of an event here.
My God. 0.
Orange County ladies take the stage to talk about the latest season and, you know, the usual shit. Taylor Armstrong, Shannon Bedore, Heather Dubrow, Vicky Gunvalson, Tamara Judge, Gina, Jennifer, and Emily Simpson. Moderated by Danny Pellegrino, who is a Bravo podcaster, social media guy.
Also heir to the Pellegrino franchise.
Yeah, Tim, what's your rating?
I'm gonna give that. You know what? I'm gonna send that one right down the middle of the road. I feel like if you're hungry, maybe you can get a little nutrition out of it. But anyways, go for it.
5. All right, Sandy.
Oh, I guess I'm interested to see what's going on with Shannon. I have heard some stuff about like a bunch of her BravoCon stuff not being canceled, or was it I'm guessing it was BravoCon stuff, just in the light of her DUI and getting sober. So that like intrigues me on how she's gonna be. I'll give it a 6.
6. Dylan?
Yeah, kind of intriguing, I guess. The last season of OC was like pretty good, but it's like, why is this different from just like replaying the reunion?
Yeah.
Like, 5.
Yeah, I will agree with Sandy. This is above a 5 for me, mostly because the reunion was shot prior to Shannon's DUI. So if this is an opportunity to at least like, you know, address that, then there's a little bit more interest there.
Was it leaving the reunion that she got the DUI?
No, it was I don't know. She had some sort of fight with her boyfriend, and her blood alcohol was like 3 times the limit, I think is what it said.
Oh yeah, you don't want to go more than 2.
That's what they say.
Next is the Summer House Always Wins, which is another bad title. Actually, it's the Summer House Always Wins, presented by State Farm. It may be the fall season, but things are sure to heat up when the cast of Summer House takes the stage to dish on their current dynamic as a group and unpack the latest in their lives. We've got a full Summer House cast here.
Like Lindsay and Carl?
Oh, yes. So it's Paige, Lindsay, Carl, Kyle, Danielle, Sierra, Amanda, Andrea is apparently back, I guess. Maya, Gabby, Samantha, and Chris Leone, who I don't even remember. And it moderated by Brian Moylan. Sandy.
Well, I can't stand Amanda, so as you can't stand Paige, as Craig well knows, so I would never go anywhere near her. So that's going to be like a 2. And also because, I don't know, like other than, I guess the Carl and Lindsay thing is another recent breakup thing that we want to see play out. So that could be interesting, but that cast is like, as a cast, they don't interest me anymore. So, and I don't actually want Carl and Lindsay to be on the show, like unless they're having a crazy breakup. So TBD on how that show is going to be for me, but I don't know. It gets low marks.
We got a 2 here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I am also going to put this at a 2, going with my rule regarding Paige DeSorbo. But also, you know what? I'm knocking this down to a 1 because I also really dislike Samantha from Summer House. I agree this cast is really stale. I want to give it more marks because Lindsay, I think in her prime, was one of the reality TV greats, but that is like a long time ago now. So there was a time where I thought that like promoting Lindsay to be a full-time housewife would be like how you would fix Real Housewives of New York. And I actually thought the same thing about Sheena when Vanderpump was like in a slump, promoting her to Orange County or Beverly Hills would be the way to fix that franchise. But yeah, this is going to be a 1 for me. I don't think I watched the end of. I don't think I finished Summer House this past season, and I'm not looking forward to it when it returns. So that's a 1 for me. Dylan?
Yeah.
I don't follow Summer House, so I think my journalistic integrity is telling me to just say a 5. But the pun in the title is at least Vegas themed, so 5.5.
Okay, yeah. Wow. Tim?
Do you think it would be funny if there was a show called Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Ninjas?
I don't personally think so.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. I just needed to ask somebody. You understand?
Yeah.
Not unlike I just took my sip of coffee in the morning. I am going number 2 on this one.
Okay. Next is Captain, our captains, all aboard everyone's favorite highest ranking officers open up their captain's log to reflect on the most memorable moments of the season. We've got all the captains here. Captain Jason, Captain Lee, Captain Glenn, Captain Carrie, and Captain Sandy. And it's moderated by Kate Chastain.
What?
Let's
I overreacted.
Let's start with you. Dylan.
I'm just getting more and more into Below Deck, and I think it rules. So this sounds cool. I like it. Let's give it an 8.
All right, Sandy.
I'm giving this a 2 because I don't like the captains on Below Deck. They're boring. I don't care what they think. I don't care what they have to say or anything about their lives. I want to see the people getting drunk and fighting. They don't really help with that. Once in a while, like Captain Sandy does do some really passive aggressive things that helps with the drama along, which I appreciate. But I think this is going to be super boring.
Okay, so 2 from Sandy. Tim, this is one you're qualified to give an answer on, I think.
Yes, I would like to hear Captain Sandy interacting with the other captains. I think it might be interesting to see because there is a level of ego. There is a letter, because they're like the bosses. So I wonder how they would all interact together. Maybe they have a little bit of drama between them. they play some passive aggressive stuff. Hopefully they're getting drunk. Maybe one of them has sex. I'm going to give it a 6.9.
Just one.
Okay.
By themselves.
Yeah. Maybe one of them starts pleasuring themselves. Who knows?
Can only hope.
Anything can happen.
You know what? I am going to also be a 6.9. I think that if they started pleasuring themselves, that would definitely bump it up a bit.
Noteworthy, yeah.
But Kate Chastain moderating this. You can't go wrong with Kate. She's one of the greats.
In the Chastain.
Very good. Okay, next is Viva Las Atlanta Peaches. This is another mouthful.
Yikes.
It's the Real Housewives of Atlanta panel. It's got Candy, Marlo, Kenya, Sanya, and Cherie. Dylan.
Yeah, I don't know. The last season was decent, I guess, but again, it's just like it feels like replaying the reunion when you just have the cast back again. So I mean, whatever. Like 5.
Okay, I'm gonna give this a 3 because I didn't see Drew on here, and so we won't get an awkward rendition of the song performed at us. Sandy, what do you think?
Yeah, 4, just kind of the same. Meh.
Tim?
I'm going to go 4.2.
4.2. Okay, and then we've got a screening of the Real Housewives of Dubai season 2 premiere next. Tim?
That sounds like it's got the, as Winnipeg comedian Dan Verville would say, the stench of potential. Like it could be good. The stench of potential. I'm going to give it a 6.7.
6.7. All right. Sandy?
Is this a thing that is common? Like it's an early screening, or what's special?
Is it like a red carpet event?
It's an early screening. Yeah.
Are they are they going to be there? Are they going to do a Q&A after? Is that kind of...
Okay, the description is, join us for an exclusive screening of the Real Housewives of Dubai season 2 premiere episode. And take note, we want you to shine bright. So wear your best glittery gold attire, period, dot.
So they do want it to be kind of a red carpet thing. Like, let you have that Cannes vibe.
Yeah.
I don't know, 5.5. I don't quite get it. Maybe. I mean, it's watching a show. It's pretty decent, I guess.
Dylan?
At least it has more potential to be like a social event, I guess, in that way. If they are going for like the screening vibes, maybe have some drinks afterwards, get to mingle. But I could catch it at home, and I probably won't. So 3.
3. All right. I am going to give this an 8. I'm going to give it the highest rating out of all this because this is fun for me. I don't know. You're there. You're taking in the vibe. You've spent a lot of money. So to like have this like kind of phony like red carpet premiere experience, I think is fun to indulge in this with people that are as excited as you are about this type of content. So this is the type of event that I would, that's what I'd be looking for.
I think you're right.
And then, go ahead.
Maybe I need to up mine. Can I change mine?
Yeah, you can change yours.
Give it 1 more point.
All right, 6.5.
Yeah, you know what? No, you convinced me too. Yeah, 3.1.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Okay, and then to cap off Friday evening is an add-on experience. So this is a bonus. You need to pay additional on top of the regular ticket price. It's the Bravos. Join us for a night of glitz and glamour, honoring Bravo's most iconic stars with unforgettable awards. It's Bravo's biggest night. And there's like a list of nominees and categories that will be released October 5th. So they're out there somewhere. I haven't seen that and I don't have it here, but I guess you can probably anticipate what that would look like. Dylan, what do you think?
Yeah, I guess this kind of depends how it plays out. Like if there's going to be a Will Smith slap moment or something. Otherwise, it probably just feels like something you just have to kind of sit through. Awards shows, which I love, are insufferable and boring. I would probably give this like a 4.
4 it is. Sandy?
Yeah, 4.
Tim?
I'm going to give it a 1.69. I don't like award ceremonies. I don't think anyone should ever be awarded anything ever.
I'm gonna be just a little bit more generous. I think that this isn't as fun as the Dubai season 2 premiere, but it would be a fun social thing. Vicky Gunvalson is getting a Lifetime Achievement Award. So
okay, I'm in. I'm changing mine.
Well deserved. Yeah. What are you changing yours to, Tim?
I'm changing mine to a 6.
A 6. Okay.
Just because of that pun. that to me dictates that the tone of the evening will be silly and fun.
So we've spent a lot of time on Friday. I'm not going to go through the next 2 days because
the show will be 6 hours long.
This is getting too long. I don't remember there being anything too exciting on here, but I do think Hannah Bernier is at this, so that might be one to look out for. I think they're doing a live podcast recording.
Nice.
So is there any more Shannon?
Maybe that's fun.
Scan it for Shannon, because I'm just curious what she's on board for.
Scanning for Shannon.
No, I think that's her only.
Must have been something else.
Panel.
You know what? There was a Tres Amigos show that they were going to not cancel. Does that ring a bell, Craig? Anywhere? And there was a controversy about it because people thought they should cancel because it's maybe alcohol based. Maybe it's something totally unrelated.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so they've got some sort of improv comedy troupe, the Tres Amigas.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know if that was scheduled for BravoCon, but I think they did have some sort of tequila sponsor that was associated for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what it was. It's still on.
So we've got a lot of rating to do. I think the only other notable from BravoCon is they're doing their Watch What Happens Live thing again at BravoCon. I don't know. I don't really have the FOMO that I did the first year that they did this, when it was everyone was so enthusiastic and it seemed really energetic. This is just all these panels seem really boring. So I don't feel like I'm missing out.